Hello students, today we are going to learn the important concepts to qualify the quant section of the CAT paper. So here we go, I'll show you few questions and we'll solve those. First of all, let me tell you what are the important topics which appear in this. The main areas from which the questions are there, they are from ratio and proportion, percentage, profit and loss, time, speed and distance, interest, both simple and compound, mixture and allegation, algebra and average. Right. So I hope you all are understanding that the major portion of the CAT paper has the questions primarily from these areas, which we call as arithmetic and other such relevant portions. Right now, without wasting any time, let's proceed further and solve a few of the questions from the previous papers. So here is the first question, students. I suggest you all to give it a try, spend 1-2 minutes on this so that we can discuss it.
We're going to learn, as I was telling you earlier, CAT quant important concepts to qualify the CAT section. I told you that. I again gave you the reference about the important topics. That is, the main topics which come in the CAT paper are basically from the arithmetic portion. I have mentioned the topics there like ratio and proportion, percentage, profit and loss, time, speed and distance, interest, mixture, allegation, and then algebra and average. Right. So I gave you the first question to solve, which was this one. I hope you all would have tried by now. So let me explain this chapter to you, this topic to you, sorry. This question you have tried, let me help you with the same. So people here, so money spent among that could be right. So people, if you see carefully, the ratio of A, S and M is given. We have to find that it says the ratio of A and S is 3:2. And as per the question, the ratio of S is to M is 4:5. So people, the common person there is S. As the common person there is S, we need to find the LCM. So we found that the LCM of 2 and 4 happens to be 4 only. So if we try to combine the ratio by taking S to be 4, now 4 is 2 times 2. So the share of A will become 6. Share of S will become 4. And when S is 4, M is already given to be 5. So we take M as equal to 5. So people, 6:4:5 becomes their ratio. Now, it's given that the difference between the largest and the smallest of these parts is 400. So the largest and smallest parts, the difference is given to be 400 people. In terms of ratio, what is the difference in the largest and the smallest? If you see the largest and the smallest, in terms of ratio, they have a gap of 2, 6:4. So 2 is the gap. And actually, this is 400. So that means 2 rupees of ratio is equal to 400. Now, what is your question? Question is the Sunil's share. Now, Sunil's share in that and those terms have come out to be 4 rupees. If 2 rupees of ratio is 400, how much will 4 rupees in that ratio be? So students, that will imply 400 into 4 by 2, that is 800 rupees. Very good, Khushi, you answered that. Yes, Arunachalam, you got your answer as 800. Okay. Now, people, let's proceed further and move to the next question. Answer this. Do this, people. Okay, Khushi. Try this question, people. It's a very interesting question. Try this. Oops. Just one more minute, people. Just 30-40 more seconds. A very interesting question. CAT 2018. Now let's discuss it. Here, people, the best approach for such questions is to move backwards. Now there are three people. You should start this question from the third person. See, what has happened is, say to before giving it to the third person, he has X toffees. Now what he does, let me write it for you. He gives half of the toffee, so he gives X by 2. So he is left with X by 2. Then he gives one more, or he is left with one less. Mind it, I'm making an equation because I'm making you understand this concept. He has a total of X toffees. If we assume hypothetically, he gives X by 2, so he's left with X by 2. Then he gives one more, so he's left with one less. And because he has exhausted all his toffees, so that means his net balance is given to be 0. Just solve it. X by 2 is equal to 1, X becomes equal to 2. So that means before giving it to the third child, he has 2 toffees. You can calculate it once again. Half of 2 is 1. And then one more is given. So basically both the toffees have been given to the person and you are left with 0. Now, before that, he gave to the second person. And in the same manner, hypothetically, if he had Y here, so he gives Y by 2. So he's left with Y by 2. He gives one more, so he's left with one less. And here we know he was left with 2 toffees after giving to the second child. So that means Y by 2 becomes equal to 3, or which gives us the Y value of Y as 6. So this time it should be quicker because you're doing it for the second time. Now apply the same logic once more because he distributed the toffees like this to 3 children. So say he had Z. So he gave Z by 2, is left with Z by 2, then gave one more, left with one less, and he has left with 6. So Z by 2 becomes 7 here, or the value of Z becomes 7 2s are 14. So people, 14 becomes the answer for this question. He was having 14 toffees with him before he started distributing the toffees in this manner. Okay, I hope this is clear to every one of you. Let's proceed further and answer the next question, which is this. Try and solve it, people. Try this. Another interesting question. Try this, yes, people. Try this. So Viru invested 10,000 at 5% simple annual interest. Exactly after 2 years, Joy invested rupees 8,000 at 10% simple annual interest. How many years after Viru's investment will their balances, that is the principal plus accumulated interest, be equal? A very good question. Think logically. Try that. Very good, Khushi. Keep answering, people. Last 1 minute to try it. No one answered it. Yes, Khushi, Ankit, Runachalam. I gave last 30 seconds to you to try it out. Okay, we should solve it. See, that happens from, question is how many years after Viru's investment their balances are equal. So this happens after X years of Viru's investment. Now, people, if this happens after X years of Viru's investment, so that means this will be the interest on Viru's investment plus Viru's principal. Now that should be equal to 8,000 plus 8,000 into 10 into, can I say the time period for Jai will become X minus 2. Why it will become X minus 2, people? Because Jai invested his money 2 years later. So if after X years of Viru's investment it happens, it will be after X minus 2 years of Jai's investment. So people, let's solve it. This goes off, 100 is over, 100 is over here as well. So 10,000 plus 5x, sorry, 10,000 plus 500x is equal to 8,000 plus 800x minus 1,600. So people, taking x on that side, 300x is equal to 10,500 plus 1,600. Did we make any calculation mistake? 8,800x minus 1,600, 10% is his rate, 5 is his rate, 5x, this is 500x, 10,000. So this is 6,400 will be subtracted here. So it is 3,600. So people, value of x comes out to be equal to 3,600 by 300, that is 12. So after 12 years of Viru's investment, they both will have their total accumulated balances equal. Right? People, in such questions, the basic catch is that some of you will take the money has been invested after X years of joy. But mind it, in case you take X or Y years or time period, you consider it after Jai had invested, your answer is going to be X plus 2 in that case, because the question is asking how many years after Viru's investment. So it becomes very, very crucial and important in the context of the question that you read the complete question and try and solve it accordingly. Let's proceed further and answer this question. It's a very good question, people. CAT 2020, solve it. Kushi, you're not answering after that. Hello, people. Do keep answering. Think about it carefully. More than 2, but less than 7. Try this process-oriented question, people. How many 3-digit numbers are there for which the product of their digits is more than 2, but less than 7? Do try that. Try that, Kushi, Ankit, Arunachalam. Okay, I think we should proceed here. People, how many 3-digit numbers for which the product of digits is more than 2 but less than 7? People, product has to be more than 2, less than 7. We know more than 2 and less than 7 numbers are 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, very importantly, people, then we have to have the product of digits as 3. We know 3 is a prime number and only can be made with the help of 3's and 1's. So only 1, 3 and other 1's can make 3. So people, with the help of the digits 3, 1, 1, just for it being the first number, I am writing that. Can you see we can make a total of 3 numbers? 113, 131, and 311, because it's a prime number. Now, people, as is the case of prime number, I'll switch to the next prime number, which is 5. So again, 5, 1, 1, 1, exactly the same situation. we can make 3 such numbers. Then we come to 4. People, 4, 1 definitely can be made with the help of 4, 1, 1. For taking it 4, 1, 1, exactly the same situation is there. There are 3 such numbers. But you can see carefully, 4 can be made with the help of 2, 2 and 1 also. People, by using the digits 2, 2 and 1, you can again make 3 factorial by 2 factorial. If you have a little bit idea about combinations, that is 3 such numbers. Or I can write that for you, 221, 122 and 212. Then people, lastly, we have the number 6. 6, 1, it can be made by using digit 611, which will be 3 in number. Secondly, people, 6 can be made by using the digits 2, 3 and 1. But 2, 3 and 1 being all different digits, people, you can make the number of numbers which is equal to 3 factorial, or that is 6 numbers can be made here. Now, if you see carefully, the total number of numbers will become here 3, 3, 3, 3, 6 and 3. That is, the total number of numbers that can be made will be equal to 24. All my friends who are there live present on YouTube, guys, why are not answering the questions? Have all of you understood? I am waiting for you all to respond and then I'll proceed further. You all understand that the total number of numbers present there are 21. I'm waiting for your responses in the meantime, people. Do keep answering. Yes, guys, people who are watching us live, guys, keep responding. Don't sit like mute spectator. If you're learning, do keep responding there. And then we proceed to the next question. Thank you so much. Others also do reply quickly, people. Okay, with that, we proceed to the next question, which we will do is this. Solve this, people. Yes, people. He spent rupees 50,000 to purchase a desktop computer and a laptop computer. He sold the desktop at 20% profit, the laptop at 10% loss. If overall he made a 2% profit, then the purchase price of the desktop will be how much? Try that, people. Yeah, Khushi, again, it should not be wrong, but you should get it right. But do read the question carefully, that money invested by whom or time period after which person is being questioned. Do keep that thing in mind. That's thank you so much, Raman, Ivana. Khushi, 51,000 you're answering is for what? You need to see. Just one more minute for this question, people. Okay, I think we should solve it now. People, as one item is sold at 20% profit, other is sold at 10% loss, the best method for such questions is allegation. Now, overall, he made a 2% profit. People then take up the difference, 10% loss, 2% profit, difference will be 12, 20 and 2% difference will be 18. Now, if you take the ratio, this comes out to be 2:3. 2:3 is the ratio of desktop and laptop. Now, people, the total cost is given to be 50,000. So just try and break 50,000 in the ratio of 2:3. So that is 2 by 5 of this. That is 20,000 is spent on desktop and 30,000 is spent on laptop. So your two answers, one is 30,000 on the laptop and second is 20,000 for the desktop. So answer is this, right? Khushi, Rahman, Tawana, I think you have got that, how to answer that. Let me try further and go to this question. A question on time, speed, and distance. Answer it, people. Try this. 2 more minutes for this time, speed, and distance question, people. Two stations 90 kilometers apart. A train leaves A at 9, heads towards B at a speed of 40. Another train leaves B at 10:30 and heading towards A at a speed of 20. The trains will meet each other at what time? They will definitely meet as they are heading towards A and B, and they are respectively starting from the opposite directions. So let me just make diagram in the meantime. Train leaves 9 a.m. towards B and 10:30 from here. This gap is 90. The train from here starts at 40. The people train from here starts at 40. Train from here starts at 10:30 at the speed of 20. So firstly, try to make the time equal. That is in the 90 minutes after which train B started from 9 to 10:30 at the speed of 40. The train from A will travel 40 into 1.5, that is 60 kilometers. So that means their remaining distance happens to be 30. So at 10:30, the train starting from A would have reached here. Now it is still going at the rate of 40. Another is coming at the rate of 20. So they are coming closer by 60 kilometer per hour. So if they have a gap of 30 kilometers between them at a speed of 60 kilometer an hour, they will take half an hour. It was already 10:30 people. So that means they will meet half an hour after 10:30. That is at 11. So at 11, they will be meeting. Answer is 11 a.m. I hope this is clear to everyone, people. So let's proceed further and answer this question. A question based on percentage. Just try this. Just last 2-3 questions, people. Yes, Raman, Khushi, go understood this? Try this question in front of you now, percentage. Try this, try. Vishnu 52%, Asha scored 64%. Vishnu is 23 less, Asha is 34 more than the marks obtained by Ramesh, a third person. So marks obtained by Geeta, another fourth person who scored 84%, will be how much in absolute terms? Try this. Last 30 seconds for you to try it. Then I will explain. So people here, Bishnu scored 52%, Asha scored 64%. You can see the difference in percentage obtained by Bishnu and Asha is 12. Now the marks obtained by Bishnu is 23 less, and that Asha is 34 more than that of Ramesh. Now if this is Ramesh, one person is 34 here, another person is 23 here. So people 34 plus 23, that means they have a difference of 57 marks in absolute. Are you with me? Because marks obtained by Bishnu is 23 less. If this is Ramesh, Bishnu is 23 less here and Asha is 34 more here. So what is the difference in Asha and Bishnu? It will be 34 plus 53, that is 57 marks. So 12% is 57. Now further, question is Geeta who scored 84%. So people, Geeta who scored 84% marks gets how many marks in absolute? So if 12% is 57 people, so 1% will be 57 by 12 and 84% will be 57 by 12 into 84. We just need to multiply by applying unitary method. Now 12 sevens is 84. Now 50 into 7, 350 plus 49. It is 399. So people 399, that is first option becomes your answer. 399. So people, let's proceed further. Now let me do one very interesting question. Okay, this is it. This is it at the sequence. Do this. People, it's a very interesting question. You can take 2-3 minutes for this. Answer it. Probably the last question for the day. Very good, Kushi. Kushi, try this one. How many of the integers from 1, 2, 3, 4 till 120 are divisible by none of 2, 5, and 3? People quickly answer in the next 1 minute. Then about the course, the resources which you're going to get, and query if you have any. Guys, if any one of you wants to have an interaction with me here, you can join me on Zoom if you wish to. I can share the link with you. And you can have an interaction with me if you want to. If you want, I can share the Zoom link. Let me just write it on screen. Any one of you wants to have an interaction, any query or doubt, you want to talk about it, let me just share that on screen. So people, you can log in if you have the Zoom ID with you on your mobile, laptop, PC. Just enter this and join me there, and we can have an interaction also. Last 5 minutes, 3-4 minutes are there to end the session. So any one of you keen or attending the people live on YouTube, guys, you can come here, join me, and we can have a live interaction, so that it becomes a two-way communication. Right now only I am speaking and you all are listening just. So let me just answer this question for you. People, the method for this which I'll apply as a funda is 120 into 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 into 4 by 5. 5 3s are 15, 2s are 30, 34s are 120. 4 into 2 into 4, there are 32 such numbers. Some of you might be thinking that you need to take the prime numbers and all. People, there is nothing like prime number kind of a concept. You basically want the numbers which are neither divisible by 2 nor by 3 nor by 5. So I applied a very simple logic that every second number is divisible by 2, half of the numbers are divisible by 2, and the other half of the numbers is not divisible by 2, and we are only interested in those numbers which are not divisible by 2. Every third number is divisible by 3, 1/3 of the total numbers are divisible by 3, but 2/3 of the numbers are not divisible by 3, and we want two numbers, and every fifth number is divisible by 5. 1/5 of the numbers are divisible by 5, which implies 4/5 of the numbers are not divisible by 5. We are interested in those numbers, right, people? So that becomes a simple solution. This works across all categories and across general also. Now here, आप लोगों को पता है, if you apply the normal method for this question, it is finding 7 items, A, B, C, then A intersection B, B intersection C, C intersection A, then A intersection B intersection C. Then the formula of A union B union C will give you the numbers which you do not need, and that needs to be subtracted from 120 in order to get the answer. Right, so Anubhav has joined me live. Anubhav will just be talking. So people, proceeding further, I told you this. Now talking about the course for which you all are here. People, what you're going to get more than 200 hours of live classes. You're going to get 160 plus national level mock cats and non-cats to help you gauge your national level percentile. More than 500 topic wise tests you're going to get. 200 plus shortcut concept videos you're going to have, and more than 10,000 questions based on the type of questions expected in the CAT paper. And people, the 3 batches which are going on: batch 1, a weekday batch, 5:15 to 6:45. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we take concept classes, and Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you have the doubt sections of the same. So it goes all 6 days a week. Batch 2 has the timings 9 to 10:30 concept sessions, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And Monday, Wednesday, Friday, people, you have their doubt sessions from 9 to 10. And then weekend batches there, people, for which you have a Saturday 12 to 1 doubts, and then 2 classes, 3:30 to 5 and 5:15 to 6:45 concept classes. And Sunday you have 10:45 to 11:45 doubt sessions, and 12 to 1:30 and 2 to 3:30 you have 2 classes there. Right, so this was it, people, about the classes. And people, you have also the option to pace up your preparation by joining 2 batches simultaneously. The syllabus which is going on the various batches are different, so you can cover your syllabus in 2 to 3 months by choosing more than 1 batch to simultaneously attend the classes. You have regular classes on Big Bull Ki Pathshala, 20 plus add-on sessions with CAT toppers, IIM and top college alumni and industry experts. And we have the personalized attention to ensure the best result for every student. And people, the information for joining, it is 59999 is the usual course fee. You can use the coupon code CAT220 and get at a special price of 39999 plus GST. You also have the EMI option available. For any help, people, you can contact the phone number mentioned over here, and you can go through the URL as well. Right, so this is it from my side primarily, and let me just interact with the people who are present here. Yes, Anubhav, Khushi, have you attended the session?
Yes, sir.
How did you like it, Khushi?
We really like it, and as I am an IPMAT student, to be able to solve some of the questions which were of CAT level was like a kind of relief for me.
That's good. And the better part is in IPMAT, they do have some actual CAT questions also, because I am Indore, you understand this conducts PGDB, this MBA as well. So many times you see the repeated questions also over there. That's
I
nice
see.
to see that you are our student also, and still you are attending to learn as much as you can. That's great, Khushi.
Actually, sir, few days back, they conducted a session with you, and I'm a student who has taken a drop year. So you told us, in general, I don't know, to drop year students that in case you calculate your whole 50 years lifespan and just subtract your 1 year's worth of money, that is what you're
Exactly.
putting in
And
your.
that will be your last year. I must have told that. जो आपका retirement का last year होगा वो वाला होता है. हाँ.
Yes, and that really motivates me every day. And from then on, I was like a big fan of yours. So when I like opened my YouTube and you were conducting this session, I was like, I want to join this.
That's great. That's so nice of you. हाँ जी, Anubhav, how are you, Anubhav? Anubhav, are you there? Anubhav, dear, it's time to wrap up. Are you there? You have access to mic, then we can talk. Or you can type in the chat box as you wish to. Okay, Anubhav, anyways, his audio is not working. Anubhav, any specific thing you have to ask, you can type that. And as I'm just going to end it. Okay, dear. So hope to see you soon in the live classes. Right. Thank you so much for joining here. And thank you so much, Khushi. May God bless you and give you the success, and post your preparation. You have the smiles on your faces, just like your name. God bless you.